You mentioned the in conference. What's so difficult about playing in conference compared to the NCAA tournament atmosphere?
It's just the teams, they know you so well. I mean, you play them twice a year, and you play them every year, and they know what you do. So every game there's the same game plan, and they try and take away your strengths. So it's pretty hard.
Carlos from Richmond, what was it like playing with first rounders in Eric and Larry? How often do you still talk to those guys?
It was a great time playing with them. Those were two of the best years, three of the best years because Larry was their junior. But it was a lot of fun. I talk to both of them all the time. Eric's down here now, and I was just with him yesterday. And I talk to Larry every now and then. I think he's in Tampa working at ING. So.
Julie from Richmond, what would you say is the most important lesson you take away from your incredible senior year at VCU and use that to continue your basketball career?
Probably just don't listen to what other people say. Just go and have belief in yourself, and it can carry you a long way.
Harry from North Carolina, you got to experience a lot since the Final Four with the George Lopez show, playing in Puerto Rico, the ESPYs. Can you talk about a few wow moments, maybe some people that you met or just things you were able to do?
With you and the ESPY Awards, everywhere we went, it was, like you said, you talked to Aaron Rodgers. I was in the elevator. Actually, one night I couldn't even get into the hotel because I had the wrong key. And Adrian Peterson told me I was good. So, you got things like that going on. It was crazy.
Talk about the George Lopez show. We hadn't really gotten a chance to talk too much about the George Lopez show. What was that experience like?
It was a lot of fun. I was really nervous at first. They flew my friend out from Florida, so it was just me and him. And we had our own trailer and everything. And I was really nervous to get on stage. And, Terrence Howard and George Lopez came and they just talked to me. And it was a lot of fun.
You got a show canceled, yeah?
Yeah, no.
Katie from Midlothian, you accomplished a lot during your time at VCU. You're on a bunch of top 10 lists for different awards and records. Which individual stat are you most proud of?
Wins. Probably wins. Me, Brandon, and Ed, we got a lot of wins together. We sadly tied TJ Gwynn, but that one more game would have been nice, but probably wins.
Mark from Jersey, one thing that a lot of fans don't understand is how tough a coaching change is in college sports. Can you talk about the challenges that came along with the transition to Coach Smart and his staff during the first couple months of that first season?
It was really hard. People don't understand. Me and Coach Grant had a relationship since I was a fifth grader in elementary school. So, seeing him leave us, that was hard for a lot of people. It wasn't just, Coach Smart was totally opposite, just how he acted and the way he did things. So it was hard on everybody. That whole junior season was a learning, trying to get used to him. And, it worked out for all of us, but it's really tough, tough.
How important was the CBI?
It was really important. People don't understand that. That helped us out a lot. Larry kind of struggled in CBI, so it was really just everybody that was coming back next year. And, that helped us out tremendous. He gave us more respect for Coach and more trust in him. And, put us in the offseason on a high note. So,
Dave from Williamsburg, Larry, Brandon, you all have kids going to grow up about the same age. Which one's going to be the best player? Have you discussed playing on the same AAU team?
we have talked about the AAU team all the time. We talk about Coach Smart having his kid in there too. So we talk about it all the time. Hopefully my kid's the best. But.
Coach Smart's having a girl though. Is she going to be a cheerleader?
Nah, Coach Smart can coach though. Yeah, he can have his own little cheerleading squad, and he could be the head coach of it.
Matt from DC, can you tell us what to expect from Darius next year? A lot of fans don't exactly know what to expect.
He's different than me. He's a slasher. He gets in the lane, gets things done. You just got to wait and watch. He works really hard. He's been shooting 1,000 shots every day this whole summer. He's a talented kid. He just didn't get his chance, and now it's his turn. So it's up to him to seize it. But I have total confidence in him. I think he'll be fine. He works hard, like I said. He'll make jump shots. He saved us in the Florida State game. He's a good player, really good player. And, it's the same thing when I was coming up with Eric and people doubted me, and now they're going to doubt him, and he'll be fine, though.
Jay from Arlington, your dad and brother were at a lot of games, and we saw your mom and sister some too. Can you talk about the importance of your family, not only in your basketball career, but just in your life in general?
Yeah, big part. My dad, he comes to everything, wants to know about everything. He's involved in everything I got to do in my life now. And, he's a big part. My mom, she gets really nervous, so she didn't come to a lot of games, but when she did come, it was good. And my brother and my sister, just best friends, always there to support, and it means a lot. This whole VCU, whole 4 years, they helped out a lot coming here, and that kind of made it a lot easier for me.
Hunter from Richmond, what are your career ambitions after playing basketball?
After I'm done playing basketball, I want to coach. I can only see myself doing something with basketball. So, hopefully I can coach. Maybe Shocker High, maybe assistant or something. I've been trying right out the gate to try to get a job with them, assistant to the head coach or something. So, we'll see.
Corey from Pennsylvania, not including the 4 new guys, which player do you think will surprise the most people next season?
I want to say all of them just because I like them all, but I'll probably go Troy Daniels. Me and Brandon were kind of hard on him past 2 years, just in practice, just messing with them, and we just want the best for him, and I think it's going to be his turn. He's a talented player. He kills us in practice. People don't know, but when he's on the scout team or the yellow squad, he absolutely destroyed us in practice. So I'm expecting huge things out of him.
Both Coach Rhodes and Coach Smart were successful point guards in college. How important was that for you over the past couple of years? Really
important. When I was younger, freshman and sophomore year, I used to kind of spin, dribble, and do things that worked in high school, but it wasn't working in college. And once Coach Rhodes and Coach Smart got here, they kind of changed things up, helped me change speeds, and made me the player I am now.
Mike from Chesterfield, you had a crazy spring schedule after the Final Four with playing Puerto Rico's in the weekend and stuff. Can you talk about exactly what you were doing with class in Puerto Rico and how difficult that was?
It was really hard. I was going to class during the week, and I'd fly out and have a game that same day. It was really hard. It was really tough on my body. It kind of wore me out, actually, coming right back from the NCAA tournament and straight into playing in Puerto Rico. But it was worth it. I had a great time, great experience. I'm definitely going to go back next year. So, but it wasn't easy. It was really hard.
Becky from Richmond, along those lines, what was the biggest adjustment playing in pro leagues like Puerto Rico?
Basketball is the same in Puerto Rico. It's not like European. It's more Americanized. So it wasn't that different. Probably coming off the bench. Haven't really come off the bench, not even that much at VCU. So it was definitely different, but it was a cool learning experience.
Steve from Florida, you played with 2 guys in college, in high school, in Nick and Chandler, that went to Florida and had pretty successful careers. But he says, I'm pretty sure you're the only one that made a Final Four. If so, do you have bragging rights on that?
I got some bragging rights. Nick makes a lot more money than both of us, so he kind of gets that. But, one more game, we could have played Chandler in the Final Four, and, everybody else knows. I was talking about that the whole day in tournament, so. But, they both had great careers.
How often do you talk to those guys?
Oh, all the time. Every time I'm in Florida, I'm with them. We're all still best friends. It's kind of like them two and then all my VCU guys. So I talk to them all the time.
Sherry from Richmond, I've been to a million VCU games at the Siegel Center and love watching you and your teammates. I also wonder what it was like for you guys as players to play at the Siegel Center. Can you talk about playing in this building?
Great experience. We got a lot of love here. Fans are great. Probably the best in the conference and one of the best in the country. And, now that we made it to the Final Four, more people are going to get a chance to recognize VCU and our fan base and all that stuff. So hopefully they keep coming out and keep supporting.
Matt from the Fan, you always seem to be battling nagging injuries. How tough was it on you physically during your career?
It was real hard. Especially senior year, I was good all the way until right before the Madison Square Garden NIT, and then I sprained my ankle in practice, and I was on crutches the day before we played. So things like that. And then I had like this pubic symphysis thing, which was so painful. And it was hard, but, it was worth it. Didn't miss any games. And had a great career.
Tom from North Carolina, I heard you and Coach Smart joke about playing pickup games after you finished. Have you guys done that, and what was the outcome?
Nah, he's too nervous. He doesn't want to play me.
Lance from Maryland, I heard you're a big movie guy. What are some of your favorites, and which ones have you liked recently?
That's a good question. I like that. Recently, I haven't been that many great movies out recently. But all time, I like The Patriot, Mel Gibson. I like Braveheart, Gladiator, those movies. And probably my favorite basketball movie is probably Love and Basketball. It's my generation, so just like it.
KK from Hampton Roads asked, what was your all-time favorite thing about being at VCU?
Hampton Roads, I thought it was like an ODU comment.
No. We didn't have any bad comments for you.
What was the question?
What was your favorite thing about just coming to VCU?
The game, basketball, I had a great time here. Met some of my best friends now and just great 4 years with everybody.
Jim from Fredericksburg, you tweeted about heading to Turkey, and we've talked about it a little bit. Can you tell us a little bit more about when you'll be headed there and who you might be playing for?
Yeah, I'm heading there next week. I'm still waiting on the contract today. So kind of excited to just see it, read it, see what's up with it, see the bonuses hopefully. But It's in Istanbul, Turkey, and I tried to say the name earlier, but I couldn't say it. Drew something. So I'll know more later today, and I'm sure I'll tweet about it.
Who was your agent during that? Was your dad your primary advisor? Or
during
the signing, going through, trying to get...
Oh, no, my agent is Andrew Vi. He's with ASM. Same agency as Eric.
Okay.
Those guys, ASM Sports. So he's a good guy. He's got, like, me, Delaney from Virginia Tech, Jonathan Mitchell, guys like that. So he's a pretty good agent.
Adam from Georgia. How much will you be back to VCU? Do you plan on coming back for games in the future?
Yeah, I want to for sure. It's just a matter of if I'm playing or not and when I'm back. So it's probably Christmas break, I'll be back and things like that. So hopefully I get to come back.
Tony in Richmond, which game during the NCAA tournament run will you tell your future kids about the most and why?
All of them. I'll definitely talk about the Florida State game, just all the different levels of emotion throughout the game. Kansas, just because it was Kansas, and I played pretty good against Purdue and Georgetown. So, like I said, all the games for real.
We wrap up with a little quick hit session here. Favorite sport to play other than basketball?
Baseball.
Best restaurant in Richmond?
Ooh, I don't know. I only go to like Fridays and and Chili's and stuff. I'm not really into the.
Other than the Siegel Center, best arena you played at during your time here?
St. Louis.
Really?
Just arena-wise?
At Wichita State?
Oh, you mean like atmosphere?
Both.
If it's atmosphere,
we'll
Wichita. If arena, just arena, like looks, I'll probably go St. Louis. It was really nice. Okay. And then atmosphere, Wichita State. Over ODU, just so ODU knows. ODU fans.
Favorite video game to play?
NBA 2K11.
Who's the best one on the team?
I don't want to say. I got killed yesterday. Eric's the best. Okay. He's not on the team, but Eric's the best.
3 pro athletes that you would pay the most to watch. You can't say Eric either.
I don't want to pay to watch him. Dirk. LeBron. You said 3, right?
Yeah.
Probably Michael Vick.
Pepsi or Coke?
Pepsi.
Chicken or steak?
Steak.
Qdoba or Chipotle?
I like the Qdoba.
I thought you were going to say Bodillas.
I wanted to.
A-Rod or Jeter?
Jeter.
Black, gold, or white uniforms?
Black, gold, or white?
Yeah,
black.
Right. Thanks, Joey, for joining us. And check back next week for the next edition of Thoughtful Thursdays.
All right.